Hey, Andrea, welcome to Heart with Saima. It's my honor to have you here as my guest.
I'm very well.
How are
Thank you
doing?
so much, Saima, for inviting me onto your show. I thoroughly appreciate it, wholeheartedly appreciate it. I am doing well. It has been a very busy first quarter. So I'm very present in this moment and ready to dive in with you.
I'm ready for us to talk about corporate culture and the corporate environment. To give you the screen, and I will let you do an introduction and tell us.
A little bit about me. My background is in marketing and advertising and corporate communications. And through my experiences, I've worked with leadership for over a couple decades at this point. And the one consistent thing that kept coming up throughout all of my jobs and every experience I had is that most companies have a culture of fear. And a culture of fear, it's not like a company sets out to create it. It's created through a series.
Your home environment, your religion, your culture, your surrounding, your relatives, whatever is around you has an impact on who you end up becoming, and it molds you into that person until, I always like to say this, that one day it hits you and you don't recognize the person that you see in the mirror, and you're like, oh, I just can't relate to this person I'm seeing, and what happened, right? And that's right there. It's what midlife crisis.
I love how you said that, because it is. It speaks to my journey of how I got to where I am. Because when I'm first generation American, and my parents had a very strict way of raising me and my siblings, and they had very set expectations for each one of us, and we knew that.
I'm so interested that I'm just like sitting here like a like an excited person, just learning and absorbing everything that you're sending my way.
The other component to this, so mindset is one piece, and positive frame of mind, and an openness and a willingness to receive. Because when we say, I want a new job, but it needs to be a vice president title, it needs to come with a $500,000 salary, you're blocking the energy flow. So it should be, I want a new opportunity, and I want that new opportunity to sustain me moving forward, and I want to be happy in it, and I'd like to work with amazing people who value me in it. That energy that you're putting out there, then you're going to be attracting the things that will match that energy. And then another way to look at this too is not just mindset. Our heart and heart chakra is very, very powerful when it comes to creation and manifestation. And when you're focused in a place and space that is of love not just for yourself, which means taking care of yourself in every way possible. You take care of yourself fully and wholly and accept your entire being. But usually they pop images into my head. And the biggest question I always get asked is, how do you know it's not you? How do you know that you're not just daydreaming or imagining? And it's because I'm focused on a conversation, and it's a random image that I'm shown that has nothing to do with anything else that is happening in the conversation. And then I tell the person I'm speaking to, and they validate what I saw. In one conversation that I had with someone, there was a man that came through who looked like Clark Gable and spoke like him, and he was just wealthy and women adored him. And I described this to the person that I was speaking to, and he was like, that was my grandfather. Like, not actually Clark Gable, but it was that personality that he had. It was just charismatic, and I was able to describe it. So clairvoyance works in a variety of ways, but for me, my guides work with me every day, and I've learned to trust what they show me. And all of it, for me, opened up. My abilities opened up when I let go of ego, and I made a stand to bring forth my purpose, which is to help others. and living in this state of love for self and others.
That's very interesting, and it's been a wonderful conversation. And any words of wisdom, parting words for me, for everyone else watching?
For everyone that's watching, be kind, live in light and love. And I wish all of you blessings.
Because so whatever you give out is what will come back to you.
Yes.
Yes. So if you want love, you give love. If you want kindness, you give kindness. Whatever you give will ricochet right back to you.
Yes. It's very simple. If the philosophy is live in love, that's what's coming and going.
Awesome. Well, Andrea, I will let you give a parting message for yourself where people can find you. And it's been a pleasure, and it was a wonderful conversation. It was lovely having you here with me. So I'll let you give a final where people can find you and your website, anything you want.
Thank you so much, Saima. So everyone, you can find me on LinkedIn. You could type in my name, that's spelled out right there underneath my picture, or soulfirespirit.com. That's my website where all of these things about energy healing and clairvoyance and being an empath, and I speak a little bit more about there. But you can connect with me through either one. Send me a message. If anything struck you today or you just have a comment, feel free to reach out to me. And Saima, great gratitude, wholehearted gratitude for having me on your show today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure having you here, getting to know you. These wonderful, I just feel so honored since the time I've started streaming and meeting with different people from all over the world who connect and who just leave me a much better person, and a more knowledgeable and a more tolerant and a kinder person. So thank you for being here. It was my pleasure.
Thank you.
So that was another hour that I look forward to every week, connecting with people, learning from people. It is such a joy. It's wonderful conversations which just help me, help my soul soar. So once again, thank you for carving the time out to hear what was shared on today's podcast. If this inspires you to take the next step in your journey, then I would like to invite you to join my email list by emailing vip@saimadhillon.com. And of course, if you know this podcast episode will help someone else, then help me change lives. Just take 30 seconds to simply share the link to the podcast in a text or post it on social media, and I will be so grateful. So until next time, thank you for being here today.